You're my boy Blue. Good evening and welcome back to another edition of Gouda Goals. I'm extremely excited about this week's episode because it's one of my all-time favorite cheeses. Like before I even started getting into cheese, this was my favorite cheese to eat. It is the Blueberry Stilton. Look at that. So this one was made by the Clawson dairy out of England, and it's called Blueberry Fair. So there's only 3 counties in England that are allowed to even make this cheese and be able to truly name it as Stilton cheese. There's also only 6 dairies in England that are licensed to make Stilton cheese. So the Clawson dairy is one, and that's who makes this one, the Blueberry Fair. This cheese takes a minimum of 9 weeks to age. The longer it ages, the creamier it gets, is what they say. And it's a semi-soft, crumbly type cheese. So whenever you break it off, it crumbles a little bit. But if it's older, it will be a little bit creamier. Most all Stiltons are made from cow's milk. And most Stiltons that are made are a blue cheese. So they have that pretty blue vein that runs up. But there are some that make the white Stilton, and that's what we have here is the white Stilton, and they put the blueberries inside of it, which I'm a huge blueberry fan, so this has got me. So let's dig into it. Here it is, Blueberry Fair. Let's cut her open. So there it is. Get a little close-up of it. And the smell that's coming off of it is absolutely extraordinary. Solid blueberry cheese mix. Just awesome smell. Awesome smell. Let's cut it. Alright, so here it is. Got a good blueberry in there. Check this out. I mean, it's super creamy. That sticks to the fingers pretty good. Kinda, yeah, and you can see it crumbles out a little bit, but it's like a crumbly cream. Alright, let's try it out. It's really good. Kind of grainy, which with the crumbly cheeses you get that a little bit. You can really taste the blueberry in it, which is good. It gives it a little sweetness to it. But it's really good cheese. So this cheese is very good on crackers. I like to put them on like a wheat thin, like a kind of a thicker type cracker, and eat it. You don't need to put any jelly or anything on it because it's sweet enough. So the first known recipe for the Stilton cheese was published back in 1721. So this is a really old kind of a cheese. And that was done by, I believe, Richard Bradley. And he was a professor of botany at the Cambridge University. But he did a good job in making the Stilton. And they continue to tweak it today and put good fruits like blueberries and whatnot in it. So there was actually an author in England named G.K. Chesterton, I believe, and he wrote a parody sonnet about Stilton that in the beginning of the original it said, "Milton, thou should be living in this hour. England needs you." And instead he took the Milton out and put Stilton in there. And so that parody sonnet is one of the famous ones over in England today about this cheese. So a little fun history behind the Stilton cheese. And I believe there's a couple other sonnets and poems out there about the Stilton cheese. And it's funny because there is a town named Stilton in England, and this cheese originated in a town called Leicestershire, and it's one of the only areas that you can actually make the Stilton cheese and be able to call it Stilton. So that's kind of fun. So I'm not sure of the melting qualities of this. I know a lot of people will take them and crumble them up and put them on top of salad, kind of like a gorgonzola, which is really good on a salad. I'll have to try it and get back to you guys to see if this cheese will melt at all or would be good, you know, cooking within something baking. I mean, I'm sure it would be, but as you can see, it's pretty crumbly, so salad is what I'm sticking to for now, unless it's on top of a cracker. And as you can see, as I continue to cut into it, you can see it crumble. I'm extremely excited about the month of April. I have a buddy that just got back from Germany, and he brought me back some different cheeses from the area over there and some Swiss cheese from Switzerland. And also he brought me back a hard goat cheese, which I've never really tried before. I think I might have him as a special guest for that day because he was wanting to try it as well. But I'm super excited for that. If you guys stick around, you can see some different cheeses from all over the world. So the guy that brought me the cheeses is named Daniel Quinn, and he has a buddy Aaron, and they do this podcast called Look What I Did. And it's funny stuff. It's good to listen to, get some extra knowledge. So if you do listen to podcasts, go check out Look What I Did. And those guys will fill your head with some knowledge. Just wanted to give a big shout out to Harp's grocery stores in Northwest Arkansas. They always have a great cheese selection, something a little off the wall type stuff like you can't usually find Blue Stilton in just any average grocery store. Usually a little bit more high end. This stuff actually runs about $29 a pound, so it's not cheap, but buying a little here and a little there, it's worth it definitely. Well, everybody, that's it for the evening. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If so, like, share, subscribe. That's the only way these videos get out, and I'll keep them coming at you. Like I said, we got some from all the way across the globe. I'm going to get as many cheeses as I can get in for you guys and taste them so that way you might know what to get when you're out shopping or if you're in another country or, you know, something of that nature. But you guys have a good night and we'll see you next time. Get in my belly.